It doesn't matter where you are in life. You gotta know your worth before you can.
Yeah, back, man. It's Somké in the Fire Five. Let's go ahead and start it off. We're gonna go straight to the OG yard. Classic fight right here. Fire fight right here. Lil Cray Cray versus Money Mel. This is one of Money Mel's first fights, so you get to see a up and coming young Money Mel. And even at this point, you can see that this kid right here, he's destined for greatness. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got a little Cray Cray coming in and basically working like a technician. The volume is there, the combinations are there. But in Money Mel, you see the heart and the willingness to stay in the heat of the battle. You see it early on. And for anybody who's followed Money Mel to this day, the kid is practically a prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you could say that about Lil Cray Cray as well. Fire fight. Check that out. That Street Beast OG yard, Lil Cray Cray versus Money Mel. We're going to move on to the second fire fight. We're going to move to the West Coast branch. This is going to be Matt the Maniac versus Smokey. This is a fire fight. The definition. These two dudes, they might be a little bit lighter when it comes to the weight, but when I say these guys went out there and they banged like heavyweights, these dudes went out there and they banged like they were heavyweights. It was a war from start to finish. You saw resilience, you saw grit, and both men throwing bombs. Check that out. Street Beast West Coast, Matt the Maniac versus Smokey. Fire fight. All right. We're going to move on to the third fire fight, and that's going to take us over to Street Beef's Scrapyard. This right here was a true banger. All right. Both of these men I'm a fan of. The African and Crazy Legs. Kickboxing match. Check out the thumbnail right there. Look at that. That's beautiful right there. Two fan favorites. Two men both with skill. Two men both with power. Just a great kickboxing match overall. Competitive. Everything you want to see. We even got some dick kicks. You can't go wrong with that. Street Beast Scrapyard, the African versus Crazy Legs. Fire fight. Check that out. All right, we're going to move on to the fourth fire fight. We're going to bring it right on back to Street Beast West Coast. Legion, aka Soldier of God, versus Sad Lee. This was a fire fight. Anyone who saw it live, they got a treat. Fun fact, I think I caught like maybe the last round of this fight. And when KT comes on, he could tell you about it, because me and KT are actually in the background sparring each other as this fight is going on. And once we wrap up, we go catch this shit. And man, this shit was a banger. Fire fight. Two warriors, they gave it their all, round after round, through the exhaustion, fire combinations. And one thing we saw throughout this fight was back and forth momentum. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you want to see in a fire fight, is that back and forth, that tug of war. Street Beast West Coast, Legion versus Sad Lee, fire fight. We're going to move on, and we're going to bring it all the way back to Street Beef's OG yard. This right here is one of the best fights in Street Beef's history, point blank, period. Blackie Chan versus Mayhem. One of the greatest fights in Street Beef's history out of all branches, period. Blackie Chan versus Mayhem. I had to say that again. Blackie Chan versus Mayhem. This fight had me on the edge of my seat. I've seen it many times, and every single time, I swear I black out like I never saw it before. I'm on the edge of my seat every fucking time. This is one of the best fights in Street Beef's history. You see the thumbnail, right? This is a must-see fight. And if you've never seen it, the outcome is surprising. I'll say that. That's Street Beef's OG Yard, Blackie Chan versus Mayhem, firefight. Somké and the Fire 5.